Okay, in this video I just want to go over the instructions for the sort analyzer assignment to make sure everything is clear. The main purpose of this assignment, the big idea, is to compare and to analyze the bubble sort, selection sort, and insertion sort, how they perform on various types of data. Okay, there's not a lot of code involved in this one. It's more collecting data and analyzing that data to see what your results are based on the different algorithms and the different data. Okay, so I'm working on the video instructions right now. The written instructions are right here. You're going to download some start code. So this link will take you to GitHub, and you can just download the zip file and extract it onto your computer and open it up with Visual Studio Code. Or if you're using Replit, you can just copy and paste this link, and you can import from GitHub. I'm just using the link here. Same with Code Sandbox if you like Code Sandbox. Anyway, you can import projects from GitHub, or you can download the code and set up the start code. Okay, and what the start code does is it creates the following arrays. A random array with 10,000 random values, a reversed array that goes from 10,000 down to 1, a nearly sorted array. It's 1 to 10,000 with some values mixed up, right? So it's almost sorted, but some things are out of place. And a few unique array where all the values are 5,000 except for a couple values are different. Okay. It also contains all the code required to time the sorting of each of the different algorithms. I kind of set up the user interface for you already and the event listeners and all that stuff. Okay. Actually, I'll show you what we got right here. So this is the start code. You can select what data you want to work with. You select your sort algorithm and you hit run sort. And then it'll time the sort. Right now, the start code, the sorting functions are empty. So this is basically how long it takes to run an empty function. Sometimes 0, sometimes very little. Anyway, and I'm also printing out the data set before and after the sort. So you can see, right, this is the reverse data. So it's printing out the reverse data, and then after the sort, well, it's still reversed because the solutions haven't been implemented yet. You're going to do that, right? So the sort isn't doing anything yet. But anyway, this is where you can say, okay, I want to test the random data with the bubble sort, and you can run the sort as many times as you want and get like an average of how long it takes to run the sort. Okay, so that's the end goal, is you're going to collect that data. If we take a look at the actual code here, there's in the JS folder, there's a main.js, and there's your global variables for the arrays. I have a function called initialize data arrays, and that's in this file loader where I load the data from some data files. So we all start with the same data. That way our values should be similar. Okay, so I load these things, set up the HTML elements, add an event listener, and then the process sort is where the majority of stuff happens. I make a copy. Okay, we want to preserve the original data, right? If I run the sort and it sorts the array, if I press the button again to sort it with something different, well, the array has already been sorted, so it's going to mess up your times. So every time you run the sort, we make a copy of the original data so that we're always starting with the right data, the original data set that we're supposed to start with. Okay, so I get a copy of the selected data, print out the data set before the sort. Then this is where we do our timing, right? Based on the selected algorithm, we will get the start time, we'll run the bubble sort, and then do the end time, or get the start time, run the selection sort, get the end time, or do the insertion sort. Okay, and then we output the results. End time minus start time is how long it took. And then just to confirm that the sort worked, print out the dataset copy again, because that's the array that should have been sorted. Okay, so the code is all there for you. All you have to do is go to sort.js, and we're calling these functions, but they do not have the solutions to them. Okay, so put your code into here. You should have turned in your function assignments, and I should have marked them already, and confirm that your algorithms are good to go, that you're using the right algorithms and the code is efficient and good. So yeah, all you have to do in terms of code is complete these functions. Okay. If we go back to the instructions here, that's what it says, right? Download the start code. Once you're downloaded the start code, complete the start code, simply by finishing the sort functions found in sort.js. Okay. Once you've done that, you're going to run this, right? Random data, bubble sort, run the sort. I'd recommend running it a bunch of times. Where are we here? Run it a bunch of times and then find the average time just to get some good data. Okay, and then fill in, right, how long does it take on average to sort the random array with the bubble sort? Put your solution here. Same thing for the reversed array, nearly and few unique. And then complete the same thing for the selection sort and the insertion sort. Okay, so you just have to complete the start code with those functions, run the program to get your data. Once you have the data, verify the times you got with me. I just want to make sure that your functions were correct and that you've got the right kind of data before you answer these questions, just to make sure that you're making the right observations based on the right data. Okay, and then just answer these questions. What did you find interesting about the results? And explain, why are the results for the bubble sort like this? Why are the results for the selection sort like this? Why are the results for the insertion sort like this? And basically the marking is, I'm going to check the accurateness of your collected data, make sure that you completed the code properly and you got good data. And then the majority of the mark is going to be the quality of your explanations. I'm looking for understanding, right? Explain to me in detail why the insertion sort works like this, and because it works like this is why the results were like that, right? Show me that you understand the way the algorithm works, and because it works that way, it led to the results that we got. Okay, so like I said, the quality of your explanations is going to be the biggest part of the mark here. Okay, and that's it. Okay, start code, complete the start code, get some data, analyze the results and answer those questions, and then turn in this document. You don't even need to turn in your code. I'm really just going to look at the data that you got and your answers to those questions down below here. Okay, hope that made sense. If you have any questions, just let me know, and all the best with the assignment.